coolest story. And such a gorgeous lady, you can see. This is Leila. She actually come from Mesa, Arizona. So she and her husband drove yesterday. They stayed in a hotel, and now I get to cut her hair today. And she seriously is like even more gorgeous in life. Sorry to embarrass you. I have to like say it. But anyway, she is absolutely adorable. And I'm so excited to cut her hair. So she found me on my channel, on the YouTube channel. And I loved it. She said she watched from like 8 till 1:30 in the morning and was like, oh, so it made me feel so good. So you're so sweet. But anyway, we are going to do a new fun haircut for her. We're gonna get rid of some of this length, quite a bit actually. And you can tell this is all curly. She doesn't have quite as much curl up here, but she has these fun calyx. So if you out there have these calyx, this is a great haircut for you guys. My sister-in-law has this also. So with a calyx like that, you either want it long enough to like weigh that down, but we don't want to deal with it, right?
Right.
So, or you go short, you keep it really short. So she hasn't had it short before back here. So we are going to change it up and we are going to do that. So anyway, we are going to start back here. And what I would do is come to the hairline. And of course I'm going to take my little buzzers and take that off there. But I'm just going to come straight across here.
Back on.
Okay, so I'm coming straight across here. Just combing that down. Okay, same thing over here. And that's what's gonna be fun is when we go short. She won't have to deal with that. We're just gonna take the little buzzers and just clean this up. It's just gonna show off her gorgeous face. I'm just really excited to change her hair, which is gorgeous before also. But it's just fun. She's just ready for a change. She likes height on the top, which is nice. This is a great haircut for that. And so yeah, she's just ready for a good change. Okay, what's that?
I am ready for a change.
I am. See, she's ready. I love it. That is the best. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I like to start here to see how long I want that. And I want it really easy for her. So I'm going to come up. It's going to be about, I would say, 2 inches long here on the top. And I'm going to see if that's enough. We might even want to go a tiny bit shorter. Okay, we're gonna point cut into this also. And this is a great cut for calyx, like even back here and stuff, the way I'm gonna dry it, it just gives it movement. The other thing I would love to talk to you guys about is when we was talking earlier about her hair, same thing as my mom, you know, my mom's hair is more fine and, you know, it's kind of a little bit scary to like do a lot of texture because you feel like your hair, you know, it's too fine, too thin, like you don't want it to go kind of crazy, but it actually will help. So when we get to that point, I will let you know. So I'm just coming in tight. We just want to go tight and take this in. Oh, that is gonna be so cute. Okay, I'm gonna come up here on the top, point cut into all of this. Just gives it movement. Do you like the sound of that, Leila? All that hair falling?
Actually, I do.
Oh, well, good. Sometimes it freaks people out. Sometimes they love it. They're like, good, keep cutting away. Oh, that's fun. Okay, and you can follow the guide point, like you'll be able to see that as you come down from obviously the pieces that you had cut before. Wow, that is gonna feel so good when you go to wash it, my dear.
Yes,
You won't have all that to deal with.
Yeah.
or try to get it to go in its place. We'll just keep it short. Okay, now I'm pulling this out at like a 90-degree angle until I get to the mid area from the ear down. And that's when I start to angle in. Oh, that is seriously just looking so cute. Okay, now we'll do, I'm just gonna pull this hair in front of her ear, just kind of out of the way. Yeah, so this area over here, when I get down here to cut and kind of down by the bottom, she has just always struggled with this area. And so I am super excited to do, you know, this cut on her so she doesn't have to deal with it. Because really, when you have an area on your hair that is so annoying, it's like, I just need this gone, or I need to fix it or something. So we are going to fix it for her. We'll just do it short. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Okay, so now after you cut that, what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna kind of move her ear a little bit with my comb. I'm just gonna cut this straight down. Then I'm gonna cut this kind of on an angle. Okay, and then, and as soon as I'm done with cutting this side, I'm gonna show you what you do over here to take care of that part. So just 1 second and we'll get there. But we're just gonna cut into this. Like I say, just try to point cut. Make sure that it has lots of movement. We love lots of movement. And we love to get rid of all that. That is just looking so cute. Anyway, this is, you guys, this is such a great cut for a curl. And even if Leila had more curl up here, like this is such a fun cut for curl. You could just add some of the curl cream in there and let it air dry, and it would be absolutely adorable.
That would be fun to try that too.
Right, it would, well, I'll send you with some so you can try it. Because really, you can scrunch that and just throw some of that in it and let it air dry. And then once it air dries, then it just dries in its curl. Like, it doesn't have silicone or anything like that in it. It just dries in a soft curl, and then you can just even kind of take your hands through it, and it's fun. So yeah, I'll send some of that home with you. You'll love it. Okay, and then of course I just bring that forward like I did the last time. I can't wait till I'm done, and you see it and you feel it, and it's gonna be so fun. I love it. And what a cute husband to bring you all this way.
Yeah.
That's so nice. So nice.
Yes, really didn't even complain.
Oh, see? Oh, we need the guys to watch these videos then. No, that's so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. I had a Pat from Orem come down, and her husband's like, Orem? Why are you coming from Orem? And to go to Nephi to get your hair cut.
Like 45 minutes.
Yeah, seriously, it was so cute. And then he come and he's seen her hair, and he's like, well, yeah, maybe I'll come back and get my hair cut. I was like, okay, I love it. That is so fun. So yeah, we need the guys to watch these haircuts, right?
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is take, it's more of a fine, like a tight comb. And, oh, sorry.
All right.
I'm moving the camera. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come this way and bring this out. And we're just gonna tighten this up through this area. So you can see, you know, that's obviously her calyx that's holding that out. So we wanna just keep this tight. Then you just bring it up, and I'll turn her this way so you can see a little bit better. You can always push against the calyx too. This way to get the little hairs to poke out where you want them so you can get them trimmed off. And then it's gonna be nice because she's not gonna have to deal with any of this down below. It's just gonna be tight enough that it just dries right down. Yeah, we was just talking, I might have to go back out and see her and cut her hair there. It's so nice. It's like double the temperature here, or there, than it is here. And I'm like, what? Okay, I'm going home with you. we need to go back to some warm, nice weather.
And then I'll come up here in the summer.
Right,
It's
see?
nicer here.
Yeah, exactly. We'll trade off. It'll be fine. Oh, that's great. Okay, so you see how that's tight? Okay, and then what you'll want to do is take your little clippers. As soon as I'm done, just make sure you get that tight enough to where it's not gonna poke out and bug them. You're gonna get ready in like 5 minutes. And then you're gonna be like, we're done. That's fast. We've been staying in contact, so it'll be fun. You can text back and be like, or call me.
Yeah, I've always thought I couldn't wear it that short in the back because of the upper.
Because, oh, right, see? So, oh, in fact, I'm glad that you brought that up because a lot of you out there are probably like thinking the same thing. Like, oh, I can't wear it that short. You know, I needed it longer to go against the calyx, you know, to weigh it down or whatever. But no, this is awesome. And especially for a short, fun cut like this, like a pixie that we're gonna do, it's so great to have this short. Okay, so you can see I'm just like cleaning this up a little bit. You just shape that the way you want it. Okay. Okay, so now we have that cut in tight. We will finish the cut and then get styling. Ooh, so excited. Okay, so, and I want you guys to notice, like, so if I lift her hair up, see how it just falls? I'm gonna show you what texturizing can do. So, and obviously, you know, we're cutting off a lot of length, so that obviously helps, you know, take some of that, the weight off of that.
Now that really feels good to see that long.
Right. See, exactly. So she's ready. That when you see that fall, and you like that, that means you're ready. You're ready for this cut. Yeah, so you can just kind of, depending on how long the person wants it, that's obviously how much you're gonna take off of that top. Now, she likes to have some fullness through this area right here. So if you have a client like that, you're gonna wanna make sure you pull this out enough to where they have enough to cover those areas, if that makes sense. So I'll show you in just a second. Okay, so you can see this back right here. That's the length I'm gonna go off of. And I just come straight up. Just gonna take this bulk and take that off. And Leila, that's what's nice about like a haircut like this and your curl and stuff. Like if you can't get it cut like right off, this cut's gonna grow out good. You know what I mean? It's not gonna like totally bug you. So that's a nice thing.
Oh, that is.
So like this area where I was telling you, make sure you hold this out. So see that length? It's just falling out, so I don't take anything off of that. So make sure you hold it out enough to where that length can fall, so you don't take any more of just her length that she has there. And you like it over your ear, is that right? A little bit over your ear?
A little.
A little, okay. So we'll bring it up a little bit. I'm just gonna do this on an angle. Cut that on an angle. Okay, and then this part is super fun because we can just take this, open and close your shears lightly, not like, don't chunk it out. Just lightly, back and forth, back and forth. In just a minute, I'm gonna have her fill the back and let you know what she thinks. Right, Leila? Get rid of that back. Sorry, I'm trying not to get little hairs on your forehead.
That's okay.
And then if we need to, we can take more off when we're done. Okay, so now this side, same thing. We're gonna bring that out and connect those sides. Okay, remember with this area, make sure you just hold that out enough that that falls down. We'll make sure it connects, but we need to make sure that there's enough length there. You doing okay?
I'm doing great. Thanks.
Awesome, you bet. Okay. Also, just hold this out again like the other side. And just bring that down. And just take your shears, open and shut softly to piece that out. So there's shorter and longer hairs in between. Now, I'm just gonna hold this, make sure we're all even. All right. Okay, then I always like to turn them to the mirror. So I always like to hold it out this way. I can feel them a little heavy over here, so I'm just gonna take a little bit here. Okay. All right, now the bang area. Okay, we're gonna hold this down. Just barely cut into the edges here. And then we'll take the shears like down, when the hair's on the forehead, just so we can kind of see how it's gonna lay. And remember with curl, it can always shrink. So you wanna kind of like loosen it up a little bit. And then, so that's about the right length. So I am just gonna piece a little bit out right through here. And then Leila, when we're done, if we wanna go shorter, we will. I just, with the curl and stuff, we wanna make sure it's,
Okay.
that you have enough and that they don't shrink too much. Don't wanna shrink you up there. Okay, now texture time, okay? So just take a deep breath, Leila, you got this. No, it is hard. Like my mom's nervous too, and then every time I do it, she's okay. I just tell her to hang on, don't look. Okay, so just in this top, you're gonna come up, I would say 1/2 inch to 1 inch. This is what helps your hair stand up and have movement. And I was telling her, so I had washed her with our volume shampoo, and she could even tell the difference after we washed it, she's like, oh, wait, how can that feel thicker?
Yes.
Anyway, and I explained to her that what it is it's the volume shampoo that actually kind of expands your hair strands so it feels thicker.
It really did. I was amazed.
Yeah, and she's like, wait, this is how my hair used to feel. Like, yeah, that definitely can happen. Okay, so I'm just gonna come up here. I'm sorry, is that all on your face?
No,
darn
it's
it?
fine.
Just coming back through this area, just because I want that length there, but I want to make sure, see there's a tiny bit of a corner. I want to make sure that that connects with the sides. Okay, so that's enough texture. And now what we're going to do is add the products in. So, okay, Leila, this is the root lifter. And what you do is you spray it just all in this root area. And you'll love it with all these calyx because it's just gonna help it stand up. So, and you won't have to like put it in a place, you know what I mean?
Right.
Which is always nice.
Because I'm always fighting that calyx where it splits.
Yes, yes. And if you guys out there, if you have that calyx that splits, this is a great, because it just moves back and forth. And then just one squirt of the mousse, that's all you need. And you can see how concentrated, you know, how some mousse disappear
Yes.
in your hands. This one, you can see it. It's actually really, really concentrated. So one squirt of that. And then just a tiny bit of the thickening spray. And you just barely, you don't want too much of that. Okay, so now the fun part. Okay, I'm just gonna get all that hair off of you. Okay, now the back, you're just gonna dry down. Like that's just, it's cut down, it'll be easy. You can just use your fingers to kind of dry it in and down. And then your sides, you're just gonna take, I'm gonna turn her here. You're just gonna kind of dry these a little bit forward like this, okay? Your sides. And then up here, you're going to like move your hands back and forth, of course, while you're drying it. And then when it gets about 80% dry, then I'll show you what you do with that brush.
Okay.
So yeah, just back and forth with your fingers, you know, like this.
I'm trying to bend my eyes around so I can see.
There, we'll do this. That's a good idea, sweetie. So yeah, take your, you know, your fingers back and forth, kind of grab at this, like kind of while you're drying this way. And then what you want to do is fill this. See how it's kind of, it's a little bit damp. See, it's not wet and it's not dry. It's kind of that in between. That's when you're going to grab your Epic brush. And in fact, I'll turn it on low. Sometimes with curl, you want it on a lower setting, not way high, okay? So then you're just going to come in here. You're going to go back and forth. And then take this and just kind of take your brush where you want it to go. Same back here with your curl. Just back and forth. Give yourself a little massage.
Oh, it feels so good.
Right? Doesn't that feel good? Awesome.
Don't be in a hurry.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be in a hurry, she says. That's cute. I'm not going to be. I don't want her to leave. We've had a blast. So yeah, just back and forth, back and forth. And then after you use the comb, you know, it'll help just hold it up. See, that's just with the comb. And so then I just like to come back around with my blow dryer, just make sure it's all dry, like on the inside, and everywhere. Okay. that's dry. Now, so all of you that don't have a flat iron or something like that, like we can just put the stuff in her hair. We don't need to go in and we can make it fuller, but I just want to show you that because you can see how that's just going up.
Stick it up there.
Isn't that fun without the flat iron? So I'm going to just show her how to style it without the flat iron. Okay, if you have a flat iron, absolutely just grab it, pull straight out, pull straight up, any of that. Okay, 2 little drops of the oil. This just adds shine and it can actually condition why it's in there. It doesn't weigh your hair down. Actually will kind of suck into your hair, like to condition it. And it makes it super shiny. Okay, so I add that in first. And then the clay, this is what I use for the replacement of distortion or manipulator. And that's actually probably, you really don't need a lot of this stuff. So you can just rub it in. Okay, and then you just come up here. Oh, getting excited. I didn't really want to like put her into the mirror because I wanted it done and then turn her, but it's all good. You get a peek, okay? And I'm going to show you guys in just a second. I'm going to take a little bit more off through this area. And then of course the back, I'm just grabbing at that. It's great. These calyx it's great. It's great back here. So I'm excited to show her.
One time when calyx come in handy. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. I'm for real. It's going to be nice. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is
You know what?
just bring
I'm
this
so nervous about having it taken off there.
right,
In there.
right,
Because I like it.
like longer here. Yes, I'm just going to, is it okay if I just take like this? No, do you want it thicker like this?
Well,
Do you think?
you know, I'm kind
'Cause
of
I'm gonna
nervous
poof
about
it.
because I've always liked it full in
Okay.
that area.
Okay, so let's poof it before then, so we can get it out. Let me show you.
I mean, it's taking the hair off that makes me nervous.
Right. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm so glad that you said that. We're just gonna take this pin comb and back comb this and get her that height through there that she's used to. And the fullness. Because of course I just dried it, so you're probably feeling like, it's not full there. You know what I mean? Because I just dried it and haven't poofed it.
Oh, well, it didn't feel like it wasn't full enough. I was just nervous about having this any shorter. Around
Right.
my face.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. I love that. That's good. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. It's so fun to have Leila come, and I appreciate it for all your support. So, you guys have a great day. Go ahead. There's links down below if you need any brushes or anything like that. I can get with you one-on-one for any products you need for your hair. So let me know. I would love to help. So have a good day, you guys. See ya.